Clay girls basketball team is looking to improve upon their 3-20 record last year. They played a couple of preseason games already, and they've gotten off to a winning start, but first tip will be coming soon. On campus the other day to visit with coach and players, here's my conversation with girls head coach Doug Dieters. Coach, just about the start of a new season for you, obviously practicing, but haven't played your first game yet. You've played a couple of preseason games. Your thoughts heading into this season?
Thoughts heading into this season is we're going to be a lot better this year. We've had an entire summer. We did a summer league in June, all of June. Had a lot of girls playing AU. We did some team camps. So, we've said this several times, the vibe around our program is now more of a positive upward vibe, and the girls are really, really confident. We were 3-20 last year. We own that. We basically asked the commitment from players over the summer, and the ones that were part of our program in summer are still part of our program. And then we've got a couple girls that have moved in that's going to help us out. And we got a senior, Shanadia Asbel, that's going to help us out in the post because we're kind of weak in the post a little bit. But we're really excited. We think we're going to – our goal, and we talked about it, is our goal is to be the most improved team in Clay County. And we're not going to necessarily say in the best team, but we want to have the most win improvements of all the teams in Clay County. And we feel like that our work ethic is so much better. We've got Madison Mad Dog Kilgore, who was honorable mention All-County, and then Tegan Moses, who missed most of the year last year with a knee issue. She's completely healthy, really leading us in scoring, doing a great job. We got Jules Weaver that's down low, really a great defensive presence. Another senior that just moved from Charlotte named Janiyah Medier. She's really given us some athleticism that we really, really needed.
So this is a makeover of your team almost.
It really is. I mean, we've got our core. Weaver, Kilgore, and Moses were kind of the three that we really had returning that played most of the minutes. Everyone else is new. We got a couple of freshmen. We got Angel Pierce and Ayanna Haynes, a couple of freshmen from Green Cove Springs Junior High that have made varsity here in the first couple of weeks, and they'll be full-time varsity girls. So we're really excited for what we got going.
Well, not only are you trying to change things this year, but you're really trying to change a culture, because you look at Clay girls basketball over the last 10 years or so, there's not been a lot of success. So changing the culture is key, isn't it?
And it is. And what we had in the summertime, with that valuable summertime, and the girls were in here every day in the month of June practicing, working, it's changed that culture, because now it's a culture of they know if you come play basketball at Clay High, you're going to be working every day. And so we just want those girls that'll work. And so far, every one of these girls have been working great. They've been positive. They've just been bonding. So we're really looking forward to being much, much, much more competitive.
What do you think the strength of this year's team will be?
We're going to hang our hat on defense, and we want to play really, really solid defense. One of the things, though, that I've seen early on is just on the offensive side of the ball is our girls, our instincts are so much better. I think last year a lot of times, we were so robotic a lot of times. But these girls, sometimes we just tell them, hey, the play breaks down, play basketball. And they've been doing a good job of that. We played a shorter game in our preseason, and I got into the mid-30s. So we're hoping to be around 50 to 60 points a game.
So what would you say are the things that maybe you need to work on and hope to improve upon as you get to district around January?
Well, we certainly need to work on just finishing offensive plays. We shot the ball really well in our first game. The second game, we didn't shoot the ball well. We just weren't finishing. We weren't taking it to the basket strong enough. Free throw shooting, I know myself historically as a basketball coach, is I've made more free throws than my opponents have attempted, meaning we stress take the ball to the basket, don't fade away, look for contact, get on that free throw line, get those free points. And when we do that, I think we're going to be a really good team.
And as you come into this season, obviously you talked about the makeover of the group. What is it that they need to focus on here early on?
Early on, they just need to focus on just running the correct plays, knowing what their reads are, knowing defensively when to rotate, where to be in the right spot. And when they're in the right spots, good things will happen. And, those preseason games were good because we had a couple of mistakes that we were able to point it out, and they were like, oh, that's right, Coach, you're right, in the game that doesn't count. Hopefully that's going to pay off this coming week when we go to Inglewood and Stanton.
I always get a kick out of seeing the girls basketball posts here at Clay on Twitter, because They seem like a funny group. What's the chemistry like in this group?
The chemistry has been great, and actually, we took the girls out for a reward for having such a great summer. We took them all out, and they got manicures and pedicures, so they love that. We had 2 preseason wins, so everybody got a donut on Wednesday morning. But and even the great thing about changing the culture is now the players are taking ownership of the culture, and I'm coaching, but I've got players that if someone is maybe doesn't do the right assignment, I don't have to say it. A player pull her aside and say, hey, you have to do it this way, which is just awesome because, again, that just shows that you're just that we're changing the culture here. And like I said, the girls are responding great.
Appreciate the visit, Coach. We look forward to watching you this year and getting a few of your games on the air.
We look forward to having you guys here anytime you want.
The Clay girls basketball team is brimming with optimism as they head into the new basketball season. And I had an opportunity to talk to one of the players of the team, and here's how that went. I'm with Tegan Moses of the Clay girls basketball team. Tegan, first off, your thoughts about this year's team. I know last year was pretty rough. What are your thoughts about coming into this year?
I'm excited. We had preseason a few days ago, and we really showed we have improved a lot since last year. It's a major difference, and we're excited to show everybody what we can do.
I was talking to Coach and asked him this question. You're not only trying to change your win-loss record here, it's about changing a culture because there hasn't been a ton of success. How tough do you think that's been?
It's been hard. We're working on it every day, but you have those off days where one day it's good, the next day it's bad, but every day is improving, and yeah.
I coach club soccer girls that are juniors in high school, and I understand sometimes the dynamics of girls as teenagers is tough. How about this group? Do you guys all kind of get along for the most part? No cliques?
Yes, we do get along really well. I think last year you had a few cliques, but this year it's really become a good team. So.
And for you personally, as you come into this year, have you set a few goals maybe that you want to try to accomplish?
Yeah, so a few goals are we want to improve our record from last year, change the culture. We're hoping to make it into districts and play into districts and make it as far as we can.
How about you personally? What would you say is the strength of your game?
A strength of my game would be shooting from behind the arc, and then I can also drive and take mid-range jumpers.
Maybe some things then that you need to work on this season.
Some of my closeouts on defense, it can be I'll fall for the fake sometimes, but there's other times where I won't. Other things would be finishing at the rim when I go up against 3 or 4 people at the rim.
Any particular teams on the schedule this year that you're saying to yourself, that's a game I can't wait till we play?
Fleming's pretty exciting. Fleming, I know we play Orange Park at the end of the season, so I'm excited for that one too.
Do you get matched up with London when you do that Fleming game?
Yes.
I'm sure that'll be a great matchup for you.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, we appreciate the visit, and we're looking for good things from you, and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
The Clay girls will be looking to get better this season. We'll see how that goes. We'll have a few of their games right here on Florida Sports Broadcasting. In between now and then, what you need to do is go to all our social media platforms and like us at X, Instagram, and Facebook. And, of course, make sure you subscribe to the Florida Sports Broadcasting YouTube channel where you can get the lowdown on all the games coming up. I'm Ray Canaveri, and this has been the FSB Report.